Seaside Band. Thank you, gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, getting us some Rebecca over there. I invite everyone in Holder Hall to make their way to Sorensen Sanctuary. Got a lot of stuff going on. You don't want to miss any of it. Good morning. I'm Susan Murphy, and I am a ministerial student here at Seaside and the leader of our kindness crew. And you know, I'm going to brag about the kindness crew for just a minute because I always do. But I want to thank all of you in the congregation and all the members of the kindness crew for an amazing year of 2025 of giving and kindness. It's an amazing year. We did our first outreach for PB&J, and we made over 800 sandwiches last year for those in need. It's a lot of peanut butter, but we fed. It is. It's a lot of peanut butter. Trust me, I know. So that was fun. And then we did Leftovers with Love, where we made brown paper bags of leftover Thanksgiving food for Humanity's Showers. And then we had two beautiful members on our crew, Elaine and Anne, who did the giving tree. And 6 families had gifts under their tree thanks to those 2 ladies. And then we capped it off with the kindness kits. And we made 320 some kindness kits. And it was just such a joy to see everybody so excited and so enthusiastic about. Thank you, Susan. Oh, well, okay. Stop. Anyway, thank you. But it was a joy to see everybody coming together and doing that. And please continue to share your stories. People are emailing me and telling me about, who they gave these kits to and how much joy they felt in their heart. So I'm really grateful for the kindness crew and all of you. We're going to keep doing it and just keep giving and being more and more kind. If you want to be on the kindness crew, we have a sign-up sheet in the Holder Hall. Please sign up. Please make sure you put your email where I can read it, just so I can get it in there. And if you did sign up and you haven't gotten a newsletter, then let me know. Okay, we have the Legacy Gala. Be part of the Legacy. So we have a few tickets left. Tara is going to be selling them in Holder Hall today. You do not want to miss this. We've got this catered gourmet meal. Ruby and the Red Hots are going to be performing. It's in Rancho Santa Fe at the lovely Daisy McDonald Farm. It is going to be a beautiful evening. And if you feel called to extend your impact, please go online and tap on Legacy Gala, and there'll be other areas that you can donate for our beautification project that we have going here at Seaside. And again, you don't have to have a couple. You can come as a single person. We have a lot of people coming with just one. We can dance together and do all that fun stuff as a community. We have Beyond Limits with Dr. Reverend Christian. This is an 8-week course. It starts January 27th. And you're going to embark on a transformative and 8-week journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth and really realization of that potential. You're going to explore the core teachings of science of mind, of oneness and meditation and affirmations and treatments. You're going to learn all of it, that creative process, and discovering those hidden beliefs. So make sure you take that class. It's a good one. And it's that time of year with our vision board with Reverend Debbie McDonald, so make sure you set those intentions. She is accepting magazines for that class, and there is a basket in Holder Hall, so please donate those magazines. It's January 18th. It's 1 to 3:30. It is $30, and we will have a lunch available for 10. And we have Sound and Sacred Breath Healing with Reverend Rebecca Berry, January 17th, 3 to 4:30. You can catch it on Zoom or you can come in person. And this is where she leads you through that pranayama breath and then sound. And you're able to attain higher states of consciousness and just heal any physical or emotional trauma. And we have All Day Energy, the natural way with Rico Cavaglia. So he's a really fit congregant we have here. His age is 83, but his biological age is 35. Right? I know. Rico, where are you? Stand up. Hello. And look at those shoes. I love it. I love the shoes. That's the best part. And so he has a workshop January 17th, 11 to 12. It's $30. And your energy determines your success everywhere in life. In this interactive workshop, discover what's draining your energy and learn simple, proven strategies to boost vitality and improve health and shine brighter each day. Participants will receive Real Energy, Real Fast ebook. You got a Fearless Aging mini book and Rico's 4x4x4 energy routine flyer. Wow, that's going to be an amazing workshop. So don't miss that, and talk to Rico if you have any questions. We have Couples Connection, January 16th from 5 to 8 at the Skyloft Community Center in Encinitas. There's going to be a potluck, so grab your partner and get together and hang out with the other couples. So ladies, listen up. We have a new circle starting. It's called Women's Gathering Circle. So not only do we have our amazing Seaside sisters, but we have another opportunity to come together as community. And that is starting January 16th. It's 11 to 12:30. You're going to join us in Holder Hall, and we're just going to gather, and we're going to share our love and our creative expression and spirituality and wisdom. And it's a really heart-centered group, and just talking about oneness and all the beautiful things that this amazing philosophy talks about, and we just get to be in community. So a lot of beautiful ways to come together as women here, so make sure you check that out. You can bring a brown bag lunch if you choose, and talk to Mala. Mala, do you want to stand up? If you have any questions, this beautiful lady has been facilitating this, so thank you, Mala. And we have our Inner Light midweek service. So this starts this Wednesday. It's going to be every Wednesday, 6:30 to 7:30. And this is really exciting because you get Seaside during the week now. And we have Reverend Debbie and Reverend Lori McMacken and ministerial interns, Tara Short and Megan Wintala. We've got amazing musical director, Celeste Barbier. And there's going to be a beautiful meditation and message with that. So do not miss that. We are also taking donations for old iPhone 6s or later. And please talk to the stream team, Steve Grant or Ed, if you have an old phone lying around. We'd love that. And finally, we have a sale going on in the bookstore for the Christmas merchandise. It's 25% off today, so don't miss that. Okay. And with that, I just invite you to stand and greet your neighbor and stay standing for the congregational song.
Good morning, Seaside. Get your greetings in, get your hugs in, and help me sing this song. We all know it. Here we go. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Help me sing, Seaside. You know it. Here we go. I used to think that God was the sun. God is the sun. But God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new. And God needs us to shine its light as we, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. And God needs us to shine its light. And God needs us to shine its light. And God needs us to shine its light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Yeah, Seaside.
Right.
Beautiful.
That was a good shot, man. Well, good morning, Seaside. Woo, what a joy it is to be with all of you that are here today and all of you that are at home. We know you're there, and keep up the chatting and keep on sending us letters. We just love supporting you wherever you may be. Actually, whatever time of day you may be watching this too. It could be any day. But Rebecca, hey, first day I'm back this year on a
Welcome
Sunday.
back home.
Why, thank you very much.
Yeah. I haven't seen you since last year.
I know. It's been a while.
Polly. Thank you, Polly.
There you go. Yeah, you never get to go anywhere. You're just always home, man. Hey, I heard you opened up like a new club up in L.A., the Blue
The
Note.
Blue Note. I got to perform with the amazing Sheila E. there earlier last week.
Yeah, I mean, it's a legendary club,
It's a
right?
legendary club. It's been around. There's one a really great one in New York. There's one in Japan. There's one in Hawaii. There was one up in Napa that just closed at the end of the year because they're relocating to San Francisco. But now they have one in Los Angeles. So
Ooh, that sounds
brand new.
good.
It's only been open a few months.
Like small venue, intimate setting,
intimate,
great,
yeah.
great people like
Yeah.
Sheila E, I guess.
Sheila E. was there. I got to see.
And Rebecca.
I got to see. Actually, got to check out about a month ago. I went and saw this amazing artist named Emily King there. It was an amazing show. So
Yeah.
I mean, they bring in amazing artists. So hopefully 2026 we'll see Rebecca Jane show there.
Yeah, you bet. We'll come up for that. Or New York.
Yeah,
We'll go there. That's it. Anyway, hey, we got an amazing new, not old, but returning practitioner. Linda Light has been part of Seaside for decades, and then she went on hiatus, and all of a sudden got that license reactivated. It's got this stellar consciousness.
Bringing her light back here.
Bringing the light back. Bring light. Welcome back. Linda Light, take us to that deeper place, please.
All right, thank you so much and welcome. So, I'm just so filled with joy. I'm so filled with happiness to be back here and to be up here and to be in that practitioner standing again. And so as you know, what we do as practitioners is we pray. And so please, if you need a prayer, you want just a touch, or just a little something today, a little lift, please come back at the end of service to the practitioner corner over there and receive a prayer. Just opening my heart because one of the things we can do now is talk a little bit about a demonstration, and I was thinking about it last night. And the truth is that demonstrations just keep showing up in my life. And right now, my life is going on a new adventure, and I'm not sure what that looks like, and I have just total trust that it's going to turn out. I have 11 grandkids, and one great-grandchild, they'll be born in a couple weeks. So this is my demonstration of love and the power of love. Right now, I want to invite out the light holder who will be holding the light for us all through the service, Deb Sadler. Been a long time practitioner. She holds light within her as well. Well, let me get my light. I don't know, maybe we have enough light. So I just invite you now to just gently close your eyes as I ring this beautiful bell, this chalice, and invite you into the stillness. As I begin this call to worship, I just invite you to take a nice, slow, deep breath in, and then just let it go. Letting go into this beautiful divine space, this place where God is, this place where every moment is a moment of God, knowing that there is this omnipresence that is everywhere, that abounds, that is abundant, that is full, that is the light. And knowing that this presence is within me, is within you, is within everyone, expressing itself through me, as it does through you, as you. This is God, this is Spirit, whatever you want to call it. It expresses itself continuously, never ending. How amazing, how beautiful it is to know this, to be in this knowledge, to have this knowing, to know these principles. And so as we go further into this service just with awareness, with consciousness of how we are connected and how we are unique and how it is all God.
Blessings and grace, love overflowing, joy in this place. Spirit is showing blessings and grace, mind, body, soul, and I am one with God. Blessings and grace, love overflowing, joy in this place. Spirit is showing blessings and grace, mind, body, soul, and I am one with God.
Thank you, Rebecca Jade. That's beautiful. Did you write that one? It sounds like Seaside. Love in this place, joy overflowing, and you are a blessing. Love you, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah. Max, thank you for your accompaniment. And Linda Light, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for praying us in so beautifully and for coming back home to Seaside. We're so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful each and every one of you are here. Welcome to everybody that's tuning in online, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or our Boxcast, which is on our own website. We welcome you. We're really glad that you're here. Welcome to anybody who might be here for the first time. You are welcome here. We honor all paths to God. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you're welcome. We're grateful that you're here. We know you have a lot of choices on a Sunday, and I'm glad that you chose to be here with us today. I'm Reverend Debbie McDonald, and it is my joy to be here with you today. I just got back from 3 weeks in Spain, had a lovely time. My son lives over there, and my daughter came over, and I got to have Christmas with both of my grown children, which is a treat for me, and it was really wonderful. I hope you all had a beautiful holiday, and Happy New Year to all of you. If it is your first time here, please know we have a first-time visitors package for you. It's at the table that you come in through the glass doors into Holder Hall. And it has a little bit of information about who we are, about Science of Mind, and a QR code that'll take you to our website where you can listen to a Basic Beliefs Talk by Dr. Christian, or you can come back next week and hear the Basic Beliefs Talk live, because he does it every January. We go back to basics, and today is our annual Q&A, where you get an opportunity to ask Dr. Christian questions that you might have on your mind, everything you always wanted to know about Science of Mind, but we're afraid to ask. Today's the day to ask it. What's going on in the world? How does our philosophy apply to it? Any other questions that you might have from class or from not from class, but this is the time to ask. And so that's going to happen just a little bit later. I want to mention just a couple things. You heard Susan, our beautiful announcer, talk about our gala. So this is our Legacy Gala, and it is going to be an amazing event. It is going to be at Susie and Scott Glenn's ranch in Rancho Santa Fe, their barn, the Daisy McDonald Farm, a brand new barn that's just been built. We're going to christen it. We're going to be the first ones there. We're going to bring our Seaside energy over there. It has Ruby and the Red Hots are going to be playing live band. It's being catered. It's a beautiful event. We were talking at first service, and there were some people that had the idea that you had to be in a couple to go to this thing. No, that is not true. Single gals are showing up. Single guys, come on out. This is not a couples event by any means. It's open to everybody. We have a little over 20 tickets left, unless Tara sold them at the first service, because I know people bought them first service. It's limited to 100 people only, because that's what we have the catering set up for and all that. So please get your ticket. Join us. It's the last Friday of this month. It's going to be super, super fun, wonderful time to just celebrate our legacy. And you have opportunity to give in 4 different categories as well. Whether you can do that online or you can buy your ticket live from Tara in the family room after service. But we've raised about $45,000 so far for those extra things, some of the love that we're going to put into here to Seaside, some of our projects, our remodeling. We've got 4 different categories, and you can see more about that on the website. Next Sunday, I want to invite you to the Vision Board Workshop. It's our annual Vision Board Workshop. It's after second service. Lunch will be available for anybody that wants to stay for $10. The Vision Board Workshop is $30. Bring your magazines, whether you're coming or not to the Vision Board. We could use your magazines, and come and set your intentions for next year. And lastly, I want to invite you to Wednesday night service. This Wednesday, we are bringing back our Wednesday night service. It is called Inner Light. Yes, we're very excited about it. We're going to have a live music. Celeste Barbier is going to be our music director. She's going to be here playing the bowls and singing and doing all the musical things. And it's going to be a more of a contemplative service, more of a mellow service than our Sundays are. We're going to start with meditation, music, and a message. I'm joined on the platform by 3 amazing women. Reverend Lori McMacken is returning to Wednesday nights with me. I'm very excited about that. And we have 2 of our ministerial interns, Maggie Rentala and Tara Short. And so the 4 of us are going to share that Wednesday night together. And this first Wednesday night, we're all 4 speaking. So come on out and join us. It's at 6:30 right here. Well, as I said, it's our Q&A Sunday, and I'm going to start us off with a Science of Mind reading from Living the Science of Mind, and it's called Loose Your Consciousness. It is certain that none of us receive as much benefit from this science as we might. We do not permit our consciousness to range in the field of greater possibilities. A certain time should be taken each day for the enlargement of consciousness. This is done by reminding our imagination that the field in which it deals is limitless, that mind is the creator and the sustainer, that mind is infinite, ever available, and always responsive to us. There should never be any sense of finality in our self-discovery. No matter how much good we experience today, we should expect more tomorrow. Expectancy always speeds progress. Anticipation of better yet to come helps to dissolve the overload of burdens which we now carry with us. We must learn to loose our consciousness. Nothing is too good to be true. The kingdom of harmony is already an ever-present reality, but as far as we are concerned, it waits to be perceived, and only as much good can come to us as we mentally receive. We must increase our receptivity, continuously extend and expand our comprehension. We should declare 100 times a day, good and more good is mine. An ever-increasing good is mine. There is no limit to the good which is mine. Everywhere I go, I see this good. I feel it. I experience it. It crowds itself against me, flows through me, expresses itself to me, and multiplies itself around me. And so it is. Good and only good. God bless you. I'm so very glad that you're here today.
Thanks, Rev Deb. Getting us ready for this service. Good morning, Seaside. It is my honor on Sunday mornings to introduce our guest artist. Today we have a brand new guest. It is her very, very first time here. We met not too long ago. We're relatively new friends. She reached out to me to join her. She puts on every first Friday of the month. She puts on a concert, and it's called Songbirds, and it highlights women artists, and so she invited me to be a part of it once, quite a few months back. So I was a part of that. It was amazing. It's in Ramona, which is where she comes from, to be here with us this morning. She's an amazing singer-songwriter, and I just thought she'd be wonderful for Seaside, so I hope you all agree. If you want to check out what she has going on, check out her website, which is ashleynorton.com, and she's got new music coming out as well. So without further ado, let's give a warm first-timer Seaside welcome to Ashley Norton.
Hello. It's so good to be here. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for pulling me into this wonderful community here. on this beautiful day. My name is Ashley E. Norton, and I do have a new album coming out sometime this year, and I thought I would do a new song from that for you today. I think the message is really beautiful. The song I wrote with my producer, whose name is Jeff Berkeley, and Jeff and I heard the story about the early pilgrims who were migrating to the West Coast, and what they would do for each other is they learned to put out wildflower seeds along the path. So that way, when the wildflowers would bloom, that's when it was a signal for safe passage for everybody else. So we just thought it was such a nice message to helping each other in this world. And I'm gonna play it for you now with this wonderful band over here. This is called When the Wildflowers Bloom.
Desert to the sea, marked by those who came before with wildflower seeds. They left behind a blooming path that came alive in spring. It signaled it was safe to pass, and the birds began to sing. Leave a trail of dandelions on every path you choose. Maybe we'll get through the winter. I'll be coming home to you when the wildflowers bloom. Trail of tears for far too long, but there's a way to lighter days. You've known it all along. It's been raining in my mind for a long, long time. Now look at all the poppies here the storms have left behind. Leave a trail of dandelions on every path you choose. Maybe we'll get through the winter. I'll be coming home to you when the wildflowers bloom. There's only one way for you and me, and we will get there if we plant the seed. Leave a trail of dandelions on every path you choose. Baby, we'll get through the winter. I'll be coming home to you when the wildflowers bloom.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Hey, this is Ashley Norton. Well, welcome to Seaside, Ashley. Have fun. All right, so here we are, the beginning of the year, and just love going to this, the question and answers. So we start the new year with what's on your heart, what's on your mind that has to do with your spiritual journey. This is the time to ask, and I ask that you keep your questions kind of, pretty sharp, telescopic brevity kind of questions. It's not for you to tell a story, that's my job. So, yeah. You keep the question there, and we'll see what kind of story Spirit has for you. So, we've got a mic runner. I see Nicole in the back with the microphone. She'll bring a mic to you. Will you stand up and share your question? And anybody have one for this morning? Yes. There you go. We used to have two runners.
Okay, thank you. My understanding of Ernest Holmes' teachings invite us to see the divinity, the Christ in everyone. And Abraham Hicks reminds us that what we constantly give our attention to tends to grow. I value both teachings. My question is about the balance. When harm or injustice is real and visible, how do we stay grounded in higher consciousness without reinforcing what's wrong through repeated focus, and at the same time do not disengage from responsibility?
Beautiful question.
And to speak up, so how do we live in this teaching without bypassing?
Oh, okay. No bypasses allowed. All right. So great question about, we're taught to take a look at the Christ expression, the higher expression, everybody, and in the midst of nasty stuff, how do you do that and not abdicate your responsibility for taking action? Yeah, that's an easy one to start with. All right. So what our belief is that Spirit is infinite, which means in and through all things. So at the absolute spiritual level of everyone is that higher expression, that divine expression, that God expression, the Christ expression, the Christian expression, call it what you will, that. And so what we get to do as journeyers on this path is begin to see that Christ expression or that God truth of everyone that is before us. And when we can't see it, that becomes our spiritual practice right there. You got that person who's really bugging you. You don't want anything to do with them. Those are the faces you should put on your altar. And when you can look at them and see them as a high expression as the other avatars and gurus and saints, you're doing good. And this is who we really need in this world to walk in. But in the meantime, in this life, we have individuals, whether they're in high places or low places, pushing our buttons and practicing less than graciousness of our brothers and sisters. And so what we want to be able to do is first see that beauty of the Spirit within us. And once we can see it within us, this is what is our filter. We look upon the world. And as we are able to begin to project that onto others and other situations, what we begin to be are contributors to bringing the light back into this world. Because we are in this world, and in this world we got nasty things that are going on. We do have the battle between light and dark, good and evil, the polarity of things that are going on. And those are the kind of things that will move humanity forward to a greater place. And there are individuals in this world who have been called to be of the warrior class and to take on those particular battles. And then there are those that are called to hold the higher consciousness as opposed to engage. And we get to be at choice as to what level we want to play. Do I want to be at that absolute level and do the prayer work and to see the spiritual truth prevailing on this world? Or do I want to be one who wants to join a march and march this season, or to go to battle, or to speak out? And what I've come to recognize often is that there are different perspectives on a particular point. And what we are fed through the legacy media, if you would, is usually a perspective that is intended to be delivered in a particular way. News that we grew up with, which was unbiased, is not really the reality that is anymore. So I choose to allow myself to be inspired by the spiritual principles of peace and love and wisdom and caring and light and compassion and kindness. And this is what I choose to want to put my energy energy toward, and where it is missing is where I am needed more than ever. Where that darkness is, your light is needed more than ever. And when you abdicate your role of being a bringer of the light to the darkness, you have not fulfilled what you have chosen to come into this world and do. You are needed at a time such as this like never before. You are a bringer of the light. And what is essential is not to give away the vision of the greater possibility in the midst of confusion, war, pandemic, fear, littleness, scarcity, or any of those things. You are the one who can stand in the valley of the shadow of death. You don't have to stay there. You don't have to build a condo there. You've got to be the bringer of the light as you pass through it and come through on the other side. Those are my thoughts on that. Nancy. Got a microphone for you.
Please. What was your immediate, and you probably already answered it, reaction as to what happened this week in Minneapolis? I have been super depressed about it, and I do not want to be depressed. Help me.
So I got to say, I've been out of town, so I've missed most of the media this week. But with that said, we have a good friend in Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith. And he says the news headlines are our prayer requests. And so when there's something that took place this week in Minnesota, Minneapolis, it becomes an opportunity for that last thing, that I have got to know that Spirit is in the midst of that. If I know that Spirit is omnipresent, we know that, right? Yes. Good, okay. If you don't, foundation class starts Tuesday night in a couple weeks. But all the great religions talk about God being infinite and everywhere. That means in the midst of the most horrific thing that is going on, it becomes my responsibility to look for the light, to look for the presence of God. Where's Waldo here, kind of thing. And, it's tougher to find in those situations when there are acts of violence that take place. And they're not supported. They're not to continue on. And what made somebody do that? What is it that prompted somebody to act like that? What have we done as a society to create an individual that feels that they need to perpetuate something of that magnitude? And are there two sides here? Is there a broader perspective of what we have just been fed, and what can I learn from this particular dynamic? So, with all that said, not up on the particulars of that situation, but aware that those kind of headlines are my prayer requests. I hold every day our community, our culture, our nation, and our planet in prayer for the highest and best to emerge, particularly from the darkest places there are. So, thank you, Reverend Debbie. Okay. Yes. Hey, welcome back. You've been running around the planet. Is your mic on? You want to push that up on top in the middle there. Push up.
Is it?
There you go.
Okay.
There, I hear you.
Oh my gosh. It's very kind of popular in New Thought and transformational studies right now. It's about raising our frequency. And if you want something in your life or your life to change, to become that and be it. And yes, maybe we have to confront fears and beliefs and whatever in order to do that. I'm wondering where in the science of mind and the teachings of Ernest Holmes does it talk about that? And is there perhaps some instruction or some steps or how we can do that? How can we raise our frequency and our vibration to be that becoming and that life that we want to be?
Yes, so absolutely. We do teach, we talk more about frequency and vibration now. Though, Tesla talked about, change frequency and vibration and energy. But Ernest Holmes talked about changing consciousness, which is a state of awareness. That whole vibrational field of our being, as it begins to be at a certain frequency, we're no longer operating at this vibration. We're no longer operating at this particular plane. And so we have lifted ourselves above the lower grades of our spiritual evolution. There will always be the first grade and the second grade. There will always be bottom feeders. There will always be those that are struggling. And it's not as if we don't help, but one of the best things we can do is not be one of those that are in that particular realm. We can bring the light. And so as we raise our vibrational level, what happens is we operate at a different meme. All of a sudden we don't, it is no longer our experience to be caught up in the fights, in the battles of that lower kind of vibration. And so as we work on that, which is what we do, that's what we're here for in life. You know, Richard Bach said, how do I know when I've got it? You're no longer here. Yeah, you have moved on. As long as we're here, we're working at that next grade, that next particular level. And we do that with doing our classes. We do that with doing our meditation. What it takes is that inter-reflection. What it takes is a mindfulness practice, because when my button does get pushed by an atrocity, when something does rile me, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It is now my next lesson plan, and if I'm going to be present with it, I'm going to learn to say, you know, what else do I need to know here? That's one of my comebacks, is if I get shaken, okay, what do I need to know here? What is it I need to grow? And this is how we begin to lift the frequency, tune up the dial. And it doesn't mean there aren't going to be sharks in the ocean. There's always going to be sharks in the ocean, but I don't have to worry about them. I do not have to fear them. They will be there. And in the business world, you're always going to have your sharks, but you know what? They're not going to be playing in your frequency or your field. You have expanded your awareness. You're aware of those who play at that level, but that's not your level. So you begin to attract them new vibrational individuals that match who you are in life, and things begin to naturally just fade. It's not like a battle. I mean, some people like battles, they like drama, and they do that. And so they'll have that to take their next step up. But there's also, things can just begin to no longer match your vibration. You're attracting that into your life no longer, and you're going to begin to find those individuals who want to play with you in business, in romance, in relationships, in those that are available. So you continue to do your spiritual work through your writing, your meditation, your mindful practices. You talk it over with your practitioners. You'll go to practitioners, they help hold up the mirror and say, what's going on here for you? And you begin to see the causative factors of that which has held you lower. And as you begin to work through that, not because you need to take out pick and shovel and dig things up, but because you want to project a new vision to step into. And as we go into this new year, you might as well step into what it is you want to experience rather than what you're trying to let go of. So there you go. Thank you. Who else? Side of the room. Yes, Dr. Moira, my natural path. It gives me all that natural stuff to keep this body healthy and going. My whole family, actually. Callie gets on the phone and calls right away. Hey.
So my question is more philosophical.
Comes
out of the classes. So when I think about each of us being an individualized expression of God or Source, and that we're like an attribute of Source, then I think about, in order for that to occur, there has to be the development of the mind. And the whole development of the mind seems to be separation. So hence, the real cause of separation is part of the divine plan. It had nothing to do with this whole Garden of Paradise story. So I wonder what your thoughts are on that.
So my thoughts on that is our Trinity is mind, body, and soul. It is spirit, mind, and body, actually. Spirit, mind, and body is how I like to work with it these days. And we tend to create these delineations between the two, but they're all aspects of the one. So as we begin to understand and work on understanding what spirit is, that life force, that infinite intelligence, there's only one, and that's it. It's the oneness, it's the unity. That's great, but now how do you move beyond that, we break it into two. We got the spirit and the law. We can thank Browning for that. But then we get into it manifests, because you got the mind that shows up in the body. And so what we want to do is to integrate all three of them into one, so they're not really operating in separation. The mind is an extremely valuable gift that we have been given to operate on this planet with. And so I'm a firm believer in working with that. And what we want to recognize is our mind will come to its limitations, which is that's when we incorporate the spirit that pulls us beyond the fence, the boundary, the post, and move into a realm that is beyond our comprehension. Because when we're dealing with a sickness, when we're dealing with the challenges and constraints, and we're searching out answers for questions that seem to not have, that we have to move beyond what the mind has known up to this moment. And so as we begin to incorporate that as part of the totality of my spiritual expression, the mind becomes a wonderful spiritual piece. And what I realize is I leave my little mindedness behind, and I open up into the universal mind of the infinite realm of possibilities, and I choose from that higher vibration of being, as opposed to the lower places of fear and concern. I can now come from love and kindness and infinite wisdom, and allow that to be activating the mind to see things that it had never seen before. I begin to see as spirit sees the infinite possibilities that we're living in, and it begins to show up in my body or my world of affairs. And so it is recognizing that there's different aspects, which you could call separations, but there's different aspects of how that one infinite expression works, and it gets personalized or individualized in my life. But as I talked in last service, as below, so above, as below, so above, as within, so without. The Hermes philosophy is, if I can work it like this is how it works on a grander scale. So it is the integration of all three at the level in which I'm aware that begins to open me up to the expansion of it, working with the God mind, the God subjective, where it all is, and the manifest universe, which is the body. So thank you. Philosophical stuff. I think we've got time for one last one. Here we go. Hand over here. Am I seeing there? One more. Yes, there we go. Tulsi. Tashi.
A lot of wonderful things have been said this morning, and thank you. I, this morning, in my meditation, thought about Renee Nicole Good's children. I decided in my privileged life I was going to try to feel for them today.
And who are they?
Renee, the one that was murdered by ICE this week in Minnesota. Because we're supposed to say her name. I'm on the.
And what's your question here?
My question is, I'm devastated. I'm enjoying a lot of the time, because that's my mantra, as our mantra here at Seaside. But I also have a broken heart that more people are not stepping up, saying things. As when I'm on my phone calls with No Kings, they say you're supposed to get in little groups and talk about it. So I'm trying to step out and talk about it a little bit more, because a lot of people aren't. And I feel that silence is acceptance, and I'm not accepting, but yet I'm so trained with the meditation and the love and the joy and the Buddhism and Seaside, the religious science things. That what do you say to all of this?
Okay. Oh, thank you. So it's when there is a dynamic that gets politicized, I do my best not to go this way or that way. It's an opportunity to try to get a little bit higher and say, what is a spiritual quality of God that is needed in this place? And if you're moved to talk out and take action, that's the warrior class I was speaking about, and more power to you. But when we're talking spirituality, I believe there has to be a place for all. If all are welcome, then can we have those that want to hold that space of peace prevailing, of love prevailing, of greater wisdom prevailing, knowing that the situation that took place is the catalyst for something greater to express itself across the board. And if I am moved to speak out and march or fight or whatever it is, more power to you. And there are going to be those that hold the space for the greater good to emerge, the sides coming together, or a greater understanding. What is it that caused was this situation, this dynamic? What was going on both sides? Were both sides totally innocent or totally guilty of action? And so what I don't know when I get fed news media from particular bias outlets. And so what I try to do is to get both sides and try to have a broader understanding than just a pinpoint kind of spot. And what I want here is peace. That's the God quality I'm working on. I want to know love that is prevailing here. I want to be gratitude for those individuals that were involved with such a momentous news-making moment that has horrific ramifications unfolding, that somehow at some level their sole assignment has been filled for stepping in, that is going to assist our nation to move to a greater place of what it is that we can do that is appropriate on a grander level. And so rather than getting swooped up in the media wave on how to be this kind of feeling or how to be this kind of feeling, what I'm going to do is just go to the God qualities of wholeness, of spirit prevailing. I've got to know spirit is in the midst and is rising here, and out of this situation, it is going to move the needle of the consciousness of our nation to a place of something that is greater, and there's energies at work here that I know not of. I do not understand the full thing, but thank you all who are involved to bring it to such a level where we can say, what is it that I need to know here, and what kind of action can I take? Yeah. Love prevails, and let that be my guide, my barometer. Love and joy, gratitude, grace. Anyway, that's it on questions. It's like, boom, you guys got good ones today. Started off rough. Big. Anyway, classes, we got all sorts of, take a look. It's like a college catalog on a campus of choices. Not expect to take them all, but you know what? We've got a wonderful singer here for the first time. We have got Ashley Norton, and would you just touch our hearts with your beautiful music. Ashley.
Thank you so much. So I have a band called Dolly's Revenge. We play all over town, so if you see that name, you should come out and see us sometime. But we also recorded an album. This song is on it that I wrote for us. And I thought it'd be a good song for today because it's just about trying to be a better person in all your phases of life and never wanting to quit that, because I feel like if we stop trying, then we're not doing it right. It's called That Girl. Wanna be that girl they say I knew her when about. I wanna stand on that stage, guitar picks to throw out. I wanna be in a Rolling Stone and make my parents proud. I wanna lose my hearing 'cause speakers were too loud. I wanna be that girl. That girl changes softly. That girl's right on key. That girl's learning slowly as she's floating out to sea. That girl used to be me. Now I wanna inspire future young adults to sing. I wanna be the reason that she started practicing. I wanna show the joy that
friend, and I just wanna be a good daughter, wife, and neighbor, and someone who really could listen to your problems, be a shoulder to cry on. Maybe that's all I'll be before this life goes on. I wanna be that girl, changes softly. Who cares if she's on me? That girl's learning slowly as she's swimming home from sea. That girl is gonna be me. That girl, Thank you so much, everybody. I'm Ashley E. Norton. Hope to see you again sometime.
This is Ashley Norton. My goodness, that girl from your new album. We're looking forward to hearing that. That'll be great. Oh, wow. So, hey, this is the time of our service where we have the opportunity to share our gift, to give our offering, and as we give, it comes back. But that's not why we do it. That's just how the law of circulation works. When we're able to just give and support Spirit's work in our life, what we'll find is our life is Spirit's work. And all the good and that which we need shows up in such a sequential, natural unfoldment in our life because we continue to hold Spirit first in our field of awareness. And so this is our time where we get to take a look within our hearts and soul and give our gift, and with that become the recipients of being in the wonderful flow of the divine. So with that said, I'd like to invite our ushers to come forward as we take our gifts from our heart and our soul. And I want to say thank you to those who mail in your contributions when you can't be here. It's greatly appreciated. Those that are part of the auto tithe program that says every week or every month or what quarter or whatever it is, systematically, you said you can count me in whether I am there or not. Know that this is my home. And this kind of regular support makes a profound difference in our ability to operate. And you guys at home, you keep sending in your gifts and contributions by hitting those little tabs. Thank you very much. It makes it possible to bring this to you. I heard 600 people this last week watched online one of the things. So we're making a difference here, guys. We really are. So with that said, I want to share this prayer of gratitude with the most generous of spiritual communities. As I step into this wonderful love vibration, I can feel the joy of being able to honor Spirit in our life. And it's in the recognition of that it is the divine, that infinite, that is omnipresent, that gives us the opportunity to experience the ease, the grace, the abundance, the creative expression. So with joy, we support that which sources us, that is the wellspring that comes from that inexhaustible source within, with the revelations in our mind and in our field of awareness. And so we share this gift supporting Spirit and find that our life is so supported by Spirit in all the perfect ways. Thank you, Father, Mother God, for being in this conscious giving flow. And I send this forth in that love. And so it is. Amen. And together, let us say this affirmation of abundance together, which is, Spirit continues to bless my world. Gratefully, I live as the giving expression of Spirit, opening the floodgates of the affluent flow of greater good as my life now. Our guys from Seaside. Great job, guys. And as I stand before this bounty, I can feel the outpouring of the love, the caring, the compassion, for truly the joyous, supporting spirit in our lives. And this gift is received with that same kind of joy and love. It is handled in good stewardship and is put forth back into life to carry that love vibration to all that comes in contact. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, for this opportunity to be part of this ever-expanding flow of good. And so it is. Amen. Hey, this is Carlene. Thank you for being here today. Are your board treasurer and taking care of things and bringing a great consciousness to it all. All right. Ashley, welcome to Seaside. How fun have you share. And Rebecca, I keep taking classes there and doing that kind of stuff with Ashley. That is great. You know, we just love you. And that's going to be a great new year for you, I know. All right, thank you. And Reverend Debbie, Wednesday, well, let's start with Sunday. Next Sunday, you got your vision board coming. That's pretty, yeah, next Sunday. Yeah, you asked us all to bring magazines. Callie loaded up, with a year's worth, stashed them in your box, so I'm sure we still could use some. It'll be a lot of fun. I know it's an annual event around here. And then Wednesday, that's really what's on the forefront of my mind. Wednesday night's going to be huge. You and Reverend Lori McMacken and Maggie and Tara, it's going to be a wonderful new midweek service. You guys have been wanting it, and they've been setting it up and working on it, so it's coming. So Wednesday night, I know Callie and I plan to be here for the first one. I'm planning to be here for the first four. Check out everybody on their own. First one's all of them together. It's going to be great. Inner Light service, 6:30 right here. Ed, thank you for the sound. Appreciate you. Landon, thank you for the visuals. Appreciate you. All the camera folks, thank you guys. They appreciate you, and we appreciate up there. And behind that wall is Steve Grant, who's doing the cutting, and with him too is someone else, I'm sure, just learning how to be able to control the shots for all of you at home. It takes a lot to get 3 cameras onto one screen, so that's going on. Flowers are gorgeous. Anthony was at the first service. He, in conjunction with his mom, who made his transition, just honoring us in this new year. There you go. Thank you, Virginia and Anthony, for today's beautiful flowers. So he gave them in honor of his mom. They were part of Seaside back in when we started. So they've been here a long time for sure. Lots going on. You heard about Wednesday night. That's the big thing. Couples group is getting together on this Friday night, so you might want to be part of that. And Rico, I can't miss those shoes. Here is an 83-year-old body that the doctors check out as a 35-year-old, and he's going to share his secrets with you this Saturday. Unending, all-day energy. And so Rico's been here for years, driving up from San Diego every Sunday, holding down that corner of the sanctuary. It's about time you share your secrets with us. So thank you, and appreciated your PT moves for me when I was rehabbing with my knee. So he knows his stuff. Anyway, get your tickets. If you don't, I heard we got like 25 tickets left. Like you heard, it's cut off at 100. The caterers have been paid, and it is a big thing that's going on. So pick up those tickets. And also there's 4 aspects that we're beautifying and enhancing our campus here. You may want to contribute to that. That's coming along well. So lots going on at Seaside. Look at the website, see what's happening. I'm sure there's things I don't even know about around here. So
The new ladies' lunch is starting.
Oh, there's a new ladies' luncheon starting. Friday, Mala and Ann. That will be a fun thing. So talk to these two about lunch together. And I told you there's a lot going on around here. You got the men's breakfast going on Saturday. There's always 30, 35, almost 40 guys sometimes. You talk to Ray about that one. He'll fill you in.
We just had the Seaside business meetup yesterday. I'm behind you.
Oh. Okay.
Second Saturday of the month.
Second Saturday of the month. That's
business
good.
meetup. That has been really wonderful and enlightening. And learning stuff. So.
Oh, there you go. You got a new business group going on. Anything else I don't know about around here? What I do know about is we have Miss Jessica, who is the most fabulous youth and family director here. And
thanks. It's a team. So much like you guys have your service where you guys have an offering, we have an offering as well, right, guys? And we select from a board of all of the God ingredients, and then we pick one, and then we say, I offer, whatever the word is, to the world, right? So we're going to go down the line and say the words that we offer to the world that we selected today. You ready? Letty, I offer, what was your word?
Patience.
Patience. Do you remember what your word was? I offer.
Peace.
Peace. I offer.
Grace.
I offer, what do I always pick?
Yeah.
Every week it's the same. Abundance. I offer abundance to the world. Brookie, what did you offer?
I offer mindfulness.
To the world, yep. And?
I offer courage to the world.
Yeah.
Yep, that's our offerings this week.
All right. That is great. And I bring joy to the world. That's my jam. So, hey, I'm going to pray. Healing is the thrust of this movement since its conception. The words, the music, the laughter, everything that's going on, it moves our consciousness in a collective way to this moment in which we're able to open up for healing. So the whole morning moves us to this moment to open our hearts in a greater way to receive the blessings and the gifts. And I want to invite any of our religious science practitioners that are present to stand to help us just feel this upliftment of this divine vibration, this energy that is dynamically alive and moving within this sanctuary. For it is spirit, it is the life force that created all things. It is the first cause, first pulse. It is the order. It is the wisdom. It is the joy, the kindness, the abundance. All those God qualities is part of that which is infinite. And we're part of that infinite, which means those God qualities are the true qualities of our being. Let us feel it and sense it and just rest in a mindfulness kind of way and reflect upon the truth of our being. And know that this is the truth of everyone that we look at that deep level. But we're able to see it on the surface. For we see as Spirit sees in this moment. And so if there's any condition in our life that is less than graceful, that is less than comfortable, that feels like there is constraint or constriction, let us know it is our lesson plan for this moment in our life. And that we bring this higher vibrational level of knowingness to this moment and allow those God qualities to emerge, not because I'm trying to fix or change anything, but because I'm allowing that spirit to have its way in a spot in which I'm not seeing it. And it's in this greater seeing there is an abundance that flows. There is a joy that expresses. There's a body that heals. There's relationships that become just magical. For truly the blessings of Spirit has its way as we become available in that space that is closed down. I begin to allow it to open. I get filled with the creative expression of Spirit. I feel the charge to do that which is mine to do. And I am able to bring love and light to this world in the most darkest of places, knowing that it is no longer a battle, but I am arriving as a deliverer of that greater light. And in this healing happens, transformation unfolds. I know every prayer request that has been brought forth to this community that is prayed on daily by our spiritual practitioners is now fulfilled, and the unfoldment and the blessings and the manifestation of the greater good becomes our experience now. So grateful to know that Spirit is in charge. That infinite wisdom that guides the universe is the same intelligence working in our world and in our life, and we become available to that. And in that, we live with a deeper sense of knowing that all is well. Even in the most greatest places of concern, we come to know all is well. And in this, we're making a difference. I know right now that this community is blessed, that every individual that is part of this spiritual family and friends of this family find this shift taking place, this opening, this healing, this availability for the greater good expressing itself in this new year as our experience now. That we move through any of those challenges with an ease and a grace, for that energy comes from beyond what it is we know with our mind. We tap into the divine mind, that greater mind. And this I am grateful for, this ever-evolving ability to know as Spirit knows in all situations. So I say thank you. Not to anyone or anything, because it's not out there. Spirit is in and through all. And so it's in this moment. I'm just living in the state of gratitude for the good that is now our experience. And so knowing this experience contributes to the emerging consciousness for good in our nation and upon this planet, I am able to let it go, for it is the truth that is, not that I hold on to, but that which I'm able to release and let go in the world. So I let go, I allow, and it's in the this allowing the Spirit to be, I find that the world I live in reflects that magnificent good. And so it is. Amen.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. So no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Say I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. To no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Seaside, sing it from your heart. Come on. Woo! That's right. Beautiful. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yeah, Seaside.
And our affirmation for the week is, I am a clear channel for divine revelations. Together, I am a clear channel for divine revelations. Touch your heart and let's say it again. I am a clear channel for divine revelations. One more time, like it's your truth and you know it. Come on. I am a clear channel for divine revelations. And our song of grace.
I'm living in love. I'm living in peace. I'm living my life for what I believe. Through joys and through fears, in this world I walk. God's grace shines on me, and it shines on us all. We are living in grace. We are living in grace. We are living in grace. We're living in love. We're living in peace. United we stand as one family. We honor all truth as together we walk. God's grace moves through me and it moves through us all. We are living in grace. 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 Have an amazing week, Seaside. Don't forget to sign up for classes. Stay involved in Seaside.